couple weeks been for you? How have these last couple weeks been for you?
It's been good. Obviously, a lot of learning. Pretty much, that. Honestly, took that time to, better myself, get in a, better space mentally.
With the counseling program you get involved in Florida that was reported, is there any ongoing or outpatient aspect to that?
Yeah, it's an ongoing process, continued process for me. Obviously, I've been there, for 2 weeks, but, that doesn't mean, I'm completely better. So, that's an ongoing process for me. That I've still been continuing, since I've been out.
Whose decision was it for you down there?
Mine.
What's that?
To be a better me, learning how to be there for myself, and realigning myself with my personal life.
So what changes do you think you need to make with your life?
Just being, more responsible, more smarter. It's pretty much it for me. Obviously, I made mistakes in the past that, caused a lot of, negative attention, not only to me, but, my family as well, my team, the organization. And, I'm completely sorry for that. So, my job now is, like I said, to, be, more responsible, more smarter, and, don't cause any of that no more.
When you spoke to the team, what was the message you wanted to get across to them yesterday when you came back?
We're going to keep that in-house.
How much do you think alcohol has influenced your decision?
I don't got an alcohol problem, never had an alcohol problem. I didn't go there for alcohol, I went there for counseling.
The NBA statement that Adam Silver put out concluded that you were intoxicated in Denver. I don't know how they were able to determine that. Is that something that came up in your conversation?
I don't have an alcohol problem, never had an alcohol problem. I went there for counseling to learn how to, manage stress, cope with stress in, a positive way, instead of, ways I've, tried to deal with it before that, caused me to make, mistakes. So.
You've been, pretty outgoing in the past on social media. You said you like to pride yourself in a way of kind of showing the real job, in that light. Do you still feel like you'll be able to be that person where you can go on Instagram Live and still tweet, as much as you used to before this incident?
I won't be doing that at all. Me saying things, actions speak very louder than words. So that's my main focus now. Obviously, super excited to be back with my teammates. That's, the main thing right now. So right now for me, it's just, keeping the main thing, and continuing to, go through my process of, becoming, a better me. I feel like, if I do that, not only will it help me, but it'll help, everybody around me as well.
Josh, around all this, what has been the most difficult part for you to accept out of all this?
Being away. Obviously, I made, a terrible decision. Made many mistakes in the past. But, being away from, my team, definitely, what hurt me the most. I sent messages to them, apologizing and stuff, but, it's better to, talk to them in person. So finally being able to be back to do that definitely, helps me out a lot and, make me a lot more comfortable.
Gun violence is a big issue here in Memphis. As a superstar point guard here on the team, several kids look up to you. What is the message that you want to give out to them?
I don't condone any type of violence at all.
Ja, you've been, beyond what happened in Denver, you and your friends have been accused of a couple of things that do involve a gun. Do you have, I wouldn't say a gun problem, but is there an issue that has to be addressed within you in your circle?
No, not at all.
Do you feel like you still, with your platform, you can 100% be Ja Morant that you want to be?
I'm gonna always be Ja. I won't change, for anybody. The only problem with me right now is, just getting into, a space mentally that, I'm very comfortable in and, I feel good at it. That's why I made the decision to, take the time away and, go to counseling, and that helped me learn, a lot of things.
Did you sense this before the incident in Denver that this was becoming a problem?
I felt like my stress level has been becoming a problem. I considered it, but, I was, back and forth. Pretty much, kind of afraid to, leave the team. But, I felt that it was needed, and it definitely helped me out a lot.
John, there's nothing illegal about going to clubs when you're on the road.
Not the first NBA player to do it, not the last. Can you continue going out as much as you do, and like you said, keep the main thing the main thing? Or is that
My focus is keeping the main thing the main thing. So clubbing and all is not on my mind at all right now.
John, how much were you able to work out and just physically? I know you're working on mental, but how much were you able to work out physically? And what do you have to do to get the steps to get back to peak performance?
Not much, man. So, that's why, I've been taking this time, since I've got back very seriously and, getting back into, physical shape to be able to go out there and help my teammates. I've been doing a lot of conditioning and stuff since I've been back. So it's pretty much just, getting that feel back, getting back in, rhythm. That's going to decide, when I get back on the floor.
Like accepting like your role in some of this stuff, was that when you talked about the Pacer stuff before, you were like, we didn't do anything wrong. When now you talked about how you actually had some role, just generally putting yourself in the wrong place.
I said I had a role, but I didn't say anything about doing anything wrong still. So all those cases is sealed, so I can't speak on those cases. So when I have my time to, everybody would know the actual truth in every incident that I've been in.
When you have the situations where your mom calls you,
Why does the seal prevent you from talking?
You know about court cases?
I do.
So there you go.
Scott, with everything that you've been through this when it first happened, did you ever for once ponder the idea that you could have lost all of this as hard as you've worked your whole life to get to this point? How much of that went through your mind?
I think I said that, in the interview with Jalen Rose, that, now, having that time away, you realize what's at stake, what you got to lose. And I said before that I realized that, and, I say it again for you for your answer.
Hey, John, at any point you feel that you might not come back this year, why the investigation was going on? Did you have
Say it again?
Did you have any fear that there was a likelihood that you couldn't come back while you was out when you didn't know?
That wasn't on my mind at all. The only thing that was on my mind was, getting in a better space, like I said, mentally for me. That's the number one thing, being, healthy as possible in all areas of life.
what's it going to be like tomorrow when you get to play? What's that? You have a sense of you thought about what that's going to be like and the reception you're going to get?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like, that's another thing that's, has been tough for me. Yesterday going out with the team, early on, I kind of, felt uncomfortable. Kind of feel the same way right now. So I'm going to have my, my time to, process everything. And, like I said to him before, once I feel like, I'm back in rhythm and in good condition to go back out there, I'll be out there.
Does that leave doubts about tomorrow night? Are you going to play tomorrow night?
Still in the air.
What are you uncomfortable with?
A lot of things. It's a lot, man. A lot of people don't know what's, going on, not in my shoes right now with, everything that's been going on as of late. Obviously, it's still, I take, like I said, take responsibility for, decisions I've made that pretty much, hurt me to the core. Not like I said, it not only affected me, but it affected everyone around me, my family, this organization, my teammates, and caused me not to be out there on the floor, which, one thing I love to do the most is, play basketball. So it's a lot, but, like I said before, it's an ongoing process, with everything I've been doing the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to continue to do that to, get through everything I need to be healthy.
So one more, Jeff.
How are your parents handling it? Is he going to be courtside again?
He was courtside yesterday, so I feel like that was your answer right there. He'll never leave me. None of them.
Is 2 weeks enough to clear this up? 2 weeks. 2 weeks of counseling, 2 weeks away from the team. Is it enough to clean up what you went through?
I think I pretty much answered that in the first question. I said it's an ongoing process, so I feel like there goes your answer right there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.